Sounds kind of a groove. Oh, sorry. All right, welcome back, guys. This is the Friday live stream for the indoor houseplant area. My name is Katya Martin. I'm one of the horticulturists here at Rogers Gardens. And today I have with me...
I'm Natalie Long. I work here in the garden rooms in the greenhouse at Rogers Gardens.
She's really cool. And today we're going to be pretty much just quickly covering a few of our favorite plants that came in this past 2 weeks while you guys were away. Do you want to get started or shall I? What do you feel like?
I have a couple things ready. So here we have an angel wing begonia. These are a really popular house plant for collectors. They do appreciate humidity to thrive really well. They're kind of interesting because you can adjust the fertilizer for it to have some little flowers that appear. They're a little minuscule. They're just like small little white ones. But you can also adjust it to have more leaves too. And they're just really pretty. They have a really nice underside that's like a scarlet red color, especially in the sunlight. And then we also have a Begonia natalensis. This one is really pretty, has really large kind of coin-shaped leaves. And this one does get really big and appreciates humidity as well. So these are two really cool, artistic-looking, humidity-loving plants.
I have a few questions. Yes. So for watering, when do I need to start watering these guys?
I would say when they dry out about halfway or so. They like to be moist but not soggy to where it's dripping. So as if you wring out a washcloth, about that moist, I would say. It's cool.
And then you did say they do love humidity, so.
They do, so I would recommend perhaps a humidifier or at least to put it around a lot of other plants. Helps the humidity increase.
Cool. How big have you seen those leaves become? Because I feel like I've seen some photos, but probably like one that like the size of your face, right?
These ones I've seen get really big, yeah. I've seen them maybe get the size of like a small, like a side dish plate maybe. So maybe about like this big, I would say, especially if you keep fertilizing it and give it the humidity it needs and have good, bright, indirect sunlight.
That's really cool.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. No, yeah, when I saw them come in, I was like, that's something I want in my house if I had a humidifier. Yeah, it looks good. That looks really good. Pretty. Yeah, you guys should come in for this one. I know it's a newer one, but it's worth it if you do have the humidity for it. Alrighty, I'm gonna pass this to you real quick. Here you go. Awesome. All right, so she pretty much did a lot of the humidity-loving plants, and now we're gonna switch it over to the more, I guess they could tolerate the area not being humid, right? So my first one is going to be the Raven ZZ. This is probably one of my favorites. It just matches my aesthetic. It looks good in most places. Doesn't get big that fast. So for anyone that's really not into replanting constantly, I would probably recommend a ZZ in general.
Very easy.
Yeah, right. And to pretty much care for this guy, honestly, it's just watering probably like once a week very well. Keep it in a very indirect, bright area. Nothing super dark because it will burn it. And a lot of people usually ask, how come these are green compared to everything else on the plants? Like all the new growth is always very vibrant green. And the answer to that is because it's still growing. So it actually could take up to 2 months for it to turn completely black. And it does require very bright, indirect sunlight for that to happen. So if you keep it in a very dark spot, it'll take even longer, and it actually might not completely develop its deep dark color that you see here. So, really cool, right?
Beautiful, yes.
I'm into these guys.
One of the few plants that appear to be a black color.
Yeah, that's actually not really that common, so that's why I'm so obsessed that it came, and I really hope you guys buy some. I think it's a worthy purchase.
Yes, definitely. Very hardy.
Oh yeah, there's no way you can kill it, even if you try to forget to water for a while, which I have, and I think that's more than enough to convince you guys. So the next one is going to be the Hoya Carnosa Compacta. So this guy's really funky, and the great thing about it is it doesn't require a lot of care. Oftentimes I usually water these every once a week to week and a half, and the same kind of rules applies with the ZZ and the Hoya, where they do want indirect bright light if you can give it to them. And the cool thing about this guy is the leaves curl in such a way where it just looks like it's all smushed together, and as it actually slowly grows and trails, I don't know, it looks really cool. It's not like a regular trailing plant. It just has a very cool texture that you don't typically see in most plants. I do know there is a variegated form which even makes it way cooler too. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorites. Hoyas in general are just really easy to grow, so I always recommend them.
With this Hoya too, I do want to be mindful when you do water it. Be careful not to water on the leaves because it can cause mildew at some point if it gets too wet, because the leaves are so compacted on this particular variety.
Yeah.
So just something to be mindful of, but they are beautiful and they do produce a really neat kind of multiple star shaped flower when they produce one. That's so very cool.
That's something I didn't know actually. That's really cool to know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, is there anything else that you can think of?
I guess a worthy mention would be the watermelon pepperomias we have. We usually don't see them in this big of a container. I believe this one is a 8 inch or 10 inch.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah.
But this one is, they're all really nice and full looking right now. And they're just really beautiful, unique kind of leaf. Like a red stem and a beautiful, literally looks like a watermelon shaped leaf. So these ones are really big right now and they're really lush. So
they're pretty cool.
It's worthy to mention.
Yeah, be careful with these guys with watering, because I do notice they get fungal issues very easily in the soil. So try not to continuously wet it because you will get that issue. It's not technically harmful, but it might be harmful to us. I don't think any mold is positive to inhale whatsoever. So yeah, there you go. That's really about it for us. We just really wanted to show you guys what was new in the greenhouse. Anything you want to add on?
I think that's it for now, but just make sure to follow us on @thegreenhouseRG on Instagram and just keep an update on our website so you can get all of our new live stream updates and things like that. We've got a lot of special things coming out this summer that we look forward to sharing with you.
We're really excited. Oh, any questions?
Yes. First question is, how would you care for a pepperoni?
Oh, kind of very similar. It's like right in the middle, probably between these guys and these guys. They would prefer humidity just so their new growth doesn't curl or deform, because it always helps to, I guess, unfurl them that way with enough humidity. Watering is probably the same thing where it's like a half to a third of the soil being dry. That's when you should probably water. And then, like I said, just don't go crazy with the overwatering because it will cause mold. So be mindful of that. That's about it. Cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I also hope that you guys enjoyed Natalie.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, she's going to be doing.
Yeah, of course.
She'll be doing some live streams on her own too. So just wait for those. I believe in the next 2 weeks. Or
Definitely. We'll be doing a terrarium one within the next couple weeks. So keep an eye out. That one will be fun.
She's great, guys.
She's
She's awesome. She's killing it.
Katie taught me everything.
All right. Well, it was nice seeing you all. I hope you guys have a good one.
Thank you. Take care.